Relays bring in the team concept. There are two types of baton exchanges used in the sprint relays. A blind exchange is used in the 4x100 and 4x200 relays. An open or visual exchange is used in the 4x400. The blind exchange. In this exchange, the outgoing runner never sees the baton. The incoming runner calls for the outgoing runner's hand. The outgoing runner puts his arm back with the hand palm up and the thumb out. The incoming runner places the baton in the extended hand. The exchange zone for the 4x100 and 4x200 is 20 meters long with a 10-meter acceleration zone. The outgoing runner may start at the beginning of the acceleration zone, but the baton must be passed within the 20-meter exchange zone. Personnel. In the 4x100 relay, 2 of the runners must run on the curve and 2 on the straightaway. In order to take advantage of the curve, the first and third runners should run in the inside of their lane. The second and fourth runners will be on the outside of their lane. The baton should start in the first runner's right hand. Then it goes left, right, left. Do not change hands. Visualize the baton moving around the track in the middle of the lane. The right-left concept will take advantage of the curves and also keep the runners from colliding on the exchanges. With all this in mind, here's how to select your relay team. The leadoff runner needs to be a good starter. The last thing you want is a false start. On the starting line, place the thumb and forefinger on the ground and hold the baton in the last 3 fingers. The second and third runners must be good at handling the baton, as they must both receive and hand off. The first and third runners need to be strong curve runners. Your fourth leg is usually the fastest and most competitive. If you do have a weak leg, use your best runner in the second or third position in order to break open the race and put the pressure on the other teams.
Here's one of the drills we do called the stick, stick, stick drill for the 4x1 relay. This drill gives each athlete an opportunity to pass the baton, make sure that they see the target before they pass the baton in the other man's hand. The responsibility for the person that's carrying the baton is to put the stick in the man's hand. The responsibility for the outgoing man is to take the baton. This is called stick, stick, stick drill, and you'll see them pass it as they go. Okay, fellas.
Stick. Stick.
Go back again. Make it faster.
Move. Stick. Stick. Stick.
Good. See the hand. Go back again. Make sure you see the hand.
Stick. Stick. Stick.
One of the most natural ways to pass the baton is turning the baton slightly as though you were getting ready to punch somebody in the back. He pulls his hand back. You lay the baton down crossways, not straight up. There's a bone on his hand. If you hit it, you hear a pop. And a lot of times, a lot of athletes lose the baton that way because the hand doesn't close naturally. If you lay it down in the palm, crossways, that fingers will wrap around. He has the ability to pull it away, and the baton and the exchange is completed. Each athlete you see in the back, they're setting up their marks. They're walking off step by step. That allows them to have a smooth pass from this line, this arrow here, and there's another arrow up 20 meters. The ideal place to complete the pass is in the middle of the zone. They will give each one about anywhere from 24 to 25 steps of their own steps. They will lay the tape down. This is the mark in which the incoming runner hits, which allows him to move. The guys are standing back on their mark, which is the international zone. They have the mark for the incoming runner. But the most important thing is they cannot complete a pass until they get past this arrow and 20 meters down the way. There's one more significant mark that I usually put in there, and it's a check mark, just in case something goes wrong. And the mark is right in the middle of the zone. This allows the athlete that's going out to know that if he has not received the baton by this mark, he is to give himself a caution, to stop, slow down slightly, so he does not violate the end of the zone, which is this arrow, which is 20 meters hence. Ideally, to get the baton is at the check mark I just shown you. But if you take it here and win the relay, that's acceptable also. As you see each athlete coming in, they're paying attention to the athlete's move. The pass will be completed here. There are two ways in which you can pass. Silently, which means that you have to have a couple of marks there, or audio, which means that the athlete will hear his sound. The problem with audio, if you have more than 1 or 2 teams out there, you may hear someone else's command. So it's important to recognize the person's voice or make sure that you have another check mark out there to ensure a safe pass between the 20-meter zone.
Here are some points to remember in order to maximize your team's efforts. The incoming runner must run all the way through the zone, must call for the hand, and must place the baton in the hand. The outgoing runner must be consistent on the takeoff, place the hand in the same position each time, and make sure the baton is passed in the zone. The 4x400 relay. In the 4x400 or the mile relay, a visual exchange is used. The most important reason for using a visual exchange is the inconsistent finish by the incoming runner each time the relay is run. The outgoing runner faces the inside of the track and looks over the left shoulder while judging the speed of the incoming runner. The outgoing runner faces the inside of the track in order to see where they are going and to see if any other runner has stopped or has fallen in front of him. The outgoing runner extends the left arm with the palm up, with the thumb to the outside of the track. They move to their right, attempting to match the pace of the incoming runner. The incoming runner extends the right arm with the baton parallel to the ground, letting the outgoing runner take the baton. The outgoing runner immediately switches the baton to the right hand to carry it during the race. The exchange is made right hand to left hand to gain distance and to lessen the chance of the runners stepping on each other. Neither of the two runners should reach across their bodies to make the baton pass. Two problems that must be guarded against are the incoming runner slowing down and the outgoing runner leaving too slow.
This relay pass is very simple. All you do is the Statue of Liberty. The oncoming guy, who is heavy in fatigue, has to have his baton up in this position. The person that's taking the baton holds his hand up. He looks to see which hand the athlete is holding it. If he's holding it in his left hand, he takes it in his right. If he's holding his right hand, he takes it in his left. Be very careful and not cross over. You can have some serious accidents, which I've experienced myself personally. Okay? Slow. The responsibility of the athlete is to take the baton out of the other incoming athlete's hand. This way, the athlete will not drop it. His responsibility is over, and the responsibility is in the athlete's hand is going around the track.
Keys to a fast exchange. The incoming runner should not let up when coming in for the handoff. The outgoing runner should get out at the speed of the incoming runner. Make the incoming runner come to you. Strategy. Generally, you want your best competitor at the end of the relay. If you are going to lead off your slowest and run from behind, make sure your final runners are mature and confident. If you have the lead, make sure you run the first 200 hard, but under control. This forces your competitors to extend themselves early. Now back to John Smith one last time for his closing comments.
I hope what we talked about will be helpful in your planning for your yearly development of your sprinter. In closing, it takes determination and focus to develop the habits of a good sprinter. There are no shortcuts, no easy ways. So enjoy the ride. The trip will be swift. And remember, you can always run faster.